I really been digging at my session skate sim bag, bro, playing this game heavy, and they just dropped a replay editor tutorial, and after watching it I came up with this video, so let's dig in.
This bar up here will contain your last few minutes of skating, and you can scrub through it by using the left trigger to rewind and the right trigger to fast forward. Rewind to where you'd like the clip to start, and then, while holding down the right bumper, press in the left stick. This will set an end bracket to the start of your clip. Now fast forward to the end of your clip. Hold in the right bumper and press in the right stick. There you go. Now your clip is isolated.
This is actually important. If you look at the timeline on top of the screen when you're recording clips in session, it covers a decent amount of ground, so you can catch a lot of tricks in this timeline. And you don't want to edit a part of the timeline and have to scrub 15 real-time minutes backwards to try and find a trick. So like you said, when you get to the part that begins the clip, you want to hold RB and press the left stick. That's going to start the clip. Scrub to where you think the clip ends, and for our case, it's just going to be this kickflip crook. Hold RB again and click in the right stick. Now you'll see in your timeline that there's brackets that are closed, and that's gonna keep your clip concise. Now you just hold RB and hit Y to clip zoom, and that's gonna allow the clip to fill the whole timeline.
Let's expand the selection across the whole timeline. Zoom it in. This will make it easier to edit.
And from here you got a couple different camera options, so let's see what they have to say.
And here's how each type will work for you. The orbit cam will follow the skater and have them fixed to the center of the screen. Free cam will allow you to move your camera as much as you please. Tripod cam will stay fixed on your skater at all times while being anchored to one viewing location. Game camera will allow you to play back footage exactly as it looked during the gameplay. And lastly, the filmer cam will automatically switch to fisheye and allow you to watch what you recorded while piloting the optional filmer mode, which allows you to record clips without the need of keyframes.
Now sometimes if you enjoy the game camera, that is more than enough of a camera angle for you to choose for your clip, right? The orbit might be fitting for you. You can move the camera with the left stick up or down, change the view angle with the right stick pretty much all over the place. You can move the camera up or down with the D-pad. Tripod again, sick, you know, fixed to one location like you said. And they also have a filmer mode that automatically switches to fisheye but leaves it in the game camera, so you don't have to control an independent filmer. There is an advanced mode where you can control the filmer, and we'll watch that video when we get to it. But if you want to get more advanced, we're gonna have to use keyframes, so let's talk about it.
You need to learn keyframes. Let's turn on your montage view by pressing in the left bumper once. When montage view is turned on, your footage will play back with all of your chosen keyframes in action.
Turn on montage mode by pressing LB. Now the camera moves. When you switch to montage mode, it will likely have you automatically set to free camera. And the difference here is while you are playing your clip, you cannot move at the same time. But as soon as the camera stops moving, your video will play back and forth. That's to ensure that the positioning of everything is exactly how you choose when you set your keyframe. There are a ton of keyframe types.
To choose one of the keyframe types, press left or right on the D-pad. Camera keys will let you place your camera's position. Depth of field keys will let you adjust your focus. The field of view keys can change your field of view. Camera lens keys allows you to add or adjust a camera filter over your footage. These will adjust the speed of your playback. The camera shake keys allow the camera to shake on its own. The time of day keys allows you to adjust the time of day as you wish. Honestly, what can't you adjust? Adios amigo. No matter your keyframe type, you can select between 3 different versions of each: smooth, linear, or constant. When placed, you'll notice smooth keys are green, linear keys are yellow, constant keys are white. You'll have smooth keys on by default, but if you wish to switch to a different key variation, just hold down the right bumper and then just...
As you can see, I'm scrolling through keyframe types with right and left on the D-pad. And to keep this portion simple, let's say we wanted to get a close to the board shot so we can catch the pinch.
To place the keyframe, scroll to the moment in the timeline where you'd like to place it.
We'll start here.
And then while holding in the right bumper, press down on the D-pad.
Hold right bumper, press down on the D-pad to place our first keyframe. Fast forward to a point that we want to have a new keyframe or a new position for the camera in this case. I want to be about here, so I set another keyframe. And by the time he's touching the ledge, I want to see that pinch, you feel me? And we'll ride the pinch out. So with that alone, here's what I came up with. And we're gonna put a couple things on here to make it real smooth, you feel me? So to just scroll to the right, we got depth of field, and I'll scroll to a position where that's needed, which seems to be about here. The next one I want to change is my play rate. I want it to slow-mo on the pinch here. So I'm going to go to my play rate by pressing right or left on the D-pad. Set a keyframe here for play rate to be normal. And then just go a couple moments later for the play rate to be lowered. And I'll do 0.5. And then get to the spot where I want it to stop. Go just a frame or two later. And put it back to 1.
When you have multiple keyframes and you want to skip between them quickly, you can just press left or right on the D-pad while holding in the right bumper. To erase a keyframe, first scroll the timeline arrow over the keyframe you want to delete, then hold down on the right bumper and press up on the D-pad.
So through editing, I decided to remove a couple of my camera keyframes and instead use the zoom in from the field of view keyframe setting here in my types to zoom in onto the crook grind to really focus on that pinch, right? And with all that done, I think this is where I left off. I have another really cool clip that shows you guys exactly how well you can do with this, and I think I used one of every keyframe type in that video, and I wasn't going too hard. I just wanted to have some fun on the transition because it's not represented too well in the game. But definitely check it out, and I appreciate you guys for watching these videos, bro. Turn up. So we're gonna do backsmith to pop in. I want to skate transition because I don't feel like it's represented very much. And a lot of people get caught up. Me included, bro. Ollie lip fakie. Switch front shove. To nose manny, turn up. I appreciate the love on the videos. Can we get the subscriptions and the bell notifications turned on so you can get notified whenever we drop another video? Let's get it.